a most beloved and steadfast friend of the Jewish people, Donna Holbrook, is the National Executive Director of the International Christian Embassy, Jerusalem. Comfort ye, my people, is the ICJ scriptural mandate. And since 1980, the ICJ has embarked on a journey of bringing comfort to Israel. Since 1996, the Feast of Tabernacles, Donna has been to Israel on average twice a year and has the heart to build bridges of friendship between the Jewish and Christian communities, to help fight the evils of anti-Semitism, and to educate on God's eternal promises to Israel for the redemption of all people. We love you, Donna. Thank you for always standing with us.
Isn't Daphne terrific? Met her over 20 years ago, still doing things for Israel. Welcome, everyone. You've been here a long time. And like Kevin said, not Jewish, but I may as well be. I went in Israel in 1996, and when my first visit to Israel, God got a hold of my heart. So I've been serving through the International Christian Embassy, Jerusalem, in Canada as the voluntary National Executive Director for now 24 years. I've been to Israel about 50 times, and I just want to go there and stay there and not have any particular group, but we do take groups. We're there often. So here we stand together now 6 months after October 7th. It feels like day one for hostage families. That's the new byline. We anguish over the lack of answers and the lack of results in their release. The pain is well beyond belief. We have many Christians here. Many of them were mentioned, but I want to mention Filipino, Spanish-speaking, Armenian, and many worship on this day, but they came out. We have over 40 volunteers, mostly across Canada, with staff to take a stand for Israel in their cities and provinces. The International Christian Embassy was founded 44 years ago, representing millions of Bible-believing Christians in over 93 nations. Stand on our biblical mandate of Isaiah 40, verse 1, comfort ye, comfort ye. And since we pray for each day, since October 7th, we've been praying for 2 hours every day worldwide, and we have 1,000 intercessors on those lines. And prayer is important, but also is action. So we have helped bring millions of emergency aid dollars to assist with, for instance, equipping Zaka, the reservists, the frontline workers, caring for families displaced by war in the north and south border, installing bomb shelters, MDA ambulances, repairing home shelters, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, with medical staff, and advocate on your behalf in churches worldwide. And since October 7th, we have been bringing solidarity missions to Israel regularly. Just last month, we brought 5 missions. These are ambassador missions with pastors and leaders, so they can see firsthand what happened in the South. Now, prior to October 7th, I want to tell you this. We were in Israel for Sukkot. We go there every year for 44 years, except for the pandemic. We bring the largest tourist event, we are told, to Israel every year. We had 3,000 Christians worldwide. Sometimes we have 5,000 and 6,000 in a normal year. 2 days earlier, we were in Sderot. We were at Kibbutz Aza. We were greeted by Ophir Lipstein, the head of the Sa'ar HaNegev Council, who was killed on October 7th. He wanted us to come back. He welcomed us to the Negev. And we are going back. This October, you bet believe, we're going back. So why were we there? We were also not in solidarity, but we were replanting the very forest with a delegation of international directors with JNF and KKL for the Christian Embassy Nature Park and walked through that kibbutz, so lovely and peaceful, just on October the 5th. Our Canadian group were on the last Air Canada flight from Tel Aviv to Toronto on October 7th, but not before seeing the black smoke from the first rockets and running for shelter ourselves at Ben Gurion, retrieving our luggage outside after the alert. I'd like to remind you that we are with you. Gosh, we love you. We love you, we serve you. Woo! And we all know the verse from Psalm 133. How good and pleasant it is when God's people live together in unity. It is like precious oil poured on the head, running down on the beard, running down on Eric's beard, down on the color of his robe. It is as if the dew of Hermon were falling on Mount Zion, for there the Lord bestows his blessing, ever life, forevermore. It's important that we stand together, and we as Christian biblical Zionists, we do.
Thank you. Thank you, Donna.